So screaming at staff, demanding luxury cars, treating employees like servants, the Democrat Party's rising star? Think again. This is Tom McCullough, White House correspondent for the Next News Network, and I'm here keeping watch while Gary returns from celebrating a true American leadership. And in what I'm about to reveal, we'll discuss to you. Jasmine Crockett, the woman Democrats parade as their future, is imploding in real time. Her own staff is exposing a nightmare boss who demands Escalades, 2-block rides, and fires black women while preaching diversity. And Jesse Waters calls her all diva and no wow. And Clay Travis says she's perfect as a face of Democrat failure. What you're about to witness is a political career dying by 1,000 leaked truths. Don't miss this coming up. So if you're getting close to retirement or just thinking ahead, you've probably done a solid job of saving. But here's something most people don't consider. How much of that money is just sitting in cash? It might feel safe, but holding too much cash guarantees one thing, that you're losing purchasing power. Inflation eats away at it, and the dollar's value keeps slipping. That's why more people are looking at real assets like physical gold and silver to protect their savings. And one company that makes it easy? Noble Gold Investments. You can buy gold or silver, coins or bars, and have them shipped to your home or stored securely. It's a smart way to convert cash into something that actually holds value. And Noble Gold is fair, transparent, and they don't pressure you. They just provide solid information and real options. So visit nextnewsgold.com and get started today. So just like smart investors choose gold over worthless paper, smart voters are choosing truth over the Democrat lies. And Jasmine Crockett's truth, it's ugly. So Clay Travis on Fox just crowned her Democrats' likely VP pick for 2028. Not because she's qualified, because she perfectly represents their historic failure. Watch him in his panel expose why even her own district can't stand her. This is brutal. Take a look.
You know who the leading candidate to be the vice presidential pick for the Democrat Party is right now? Jasmine Crockett. So I have to say, Gavin Newsom, J.B. Pritzker, whoever the official nominee ends up being in 2028, I think you need to go ahead and pick Jasmine Crockett. I can't think of a better face for the Democrat Party. I loved Donald Trump going on a little riff about whether she might be related to Davy Crockett. And I think that she is one reason why we're seeing historic lows in approval for the Democrat Party, because even in her own district in Texas, I don't think people are that enamored of her, and it doesn't surprise me that she's an awful boss.
Yeah, she's just an influencer, like a TikTok star. It's not serious stuff. Clay, there are sources also are telling the Post that Crockett demands that an aide drive her short distances. The staffer is expected to stand outside the vehicle, which has to be an Escalade or similar upscale make, and open the door for her instead of using the scheduler's car. She rents a car every week in D.C. Apparently that's unusual, Clay.
Yeah, well, this is just an embarrassment, I think, for the Democrat Party. But I think this is emblematic of, unfortunately, what a lot of younger age politicians have become. They have zero depth, and they basically just live on social media, and they don't have to worry about creating any kind of coalition. Look, Nancy Pelosi had a lot of flaws. One of them was not that she didn't understand politics. Remember, she went after AOC and said AOC essentially had no influence whatsoever in the Democrat caucus, and I think we've seen that to be true.
This is what happens when people care more about being famous than they care about actually being a legislator. You get an influencer, not a legislator. A TikTok star, not a serious leader. Democrats' future looks exactly like their past, all style and no substance. But Crockett's unhinged side emerged on the blaze. And watch her lose complete control, calling President Trump exactly what you expect from someone with zero class or professionalism and low IQ. Take a look.
Because the Supreme Court has paved the way for half the stuff that we see that's going on. Listen, Donald Trump is a piece of shit. Okay, we know that. Yes. He is. But in a functioning democracy, he still would not be able to get away with this. But he's been able to get away with this because the House Republicans are complicit. He's been able to get away with this because Senate Republicans are complicit. But most importantly, the courts, especially the Supreme Court, is complicit. And so I think one of the places that we have to start is they are the highest court in the land, and they have no ethics guardrails. Now you go down to the lower courts and they do. How much sense does that make? When we know that they're taking money, we have the paper trail, and they refuse to put guardrails on themselves, so it's time for us to do it for them.
Only when you don't agree with them. She literally said piece of shit on live TV. And this is who Democrats elevate. This is their best and brightest. And let that sink in. When confronted about her taxpayer-funded security after she physically assaulted someone, Crockett literally ran away. And Charles Downs tried getting answers and watched her cowardly escape into her luxury black SUV. Check it out.
Congresswoman Crockett, why are you running around with taxpayer-funded private security when you're the one who hit me first? Would you like to apologize for your actions, Congresswoman?
Congresswoman Crockett, proof of citizenship be required in order to vote? Congresswoman, should proof of citizenship be required in order to vote in U.S. elections?
Congresswoman Crockett, why do you want non-citizens to vote in U.S. elections?
You don't want to apologize, Congresswoman?
So this crazy lady assaults people, hides behind security, flees questions, and profile and courage right there, guys. Really, it's insane. I wonder how many millions of dollars she's going to be worth when she gets out of Congress. Seems like all these people that go in, they have no acumen, and they come out super rich. We should look into that. Let's make a ticker and let's keep track of this on the show. So Jesse Waters delivered the kill shot and used her own words to expose a complete fraud. Every detail was more damning than the last, from her refusal to walk to her obsession while being the Black Sydney Sweeney. Check this out.
But when the cameras are off, Crockett's real claws come out. Staffers say she bites harder than she barks. And the whole fighting for you act, one big cheap fake. She even works from home. Quote, she's laying around her apartment, won't come into the office, and is really just indifferent to staff and will scream at them. When Crockett actually shows up for work, she wants to be treated like Governor Hot Wheels. She hates using her legs. She demands her staff play chauffeur and drive from the Capitol to her office. It's only a few blocks. And the car can't be some cheap Subaru. It's got to be an Escalade. After that, the aide must, and this is important, stand outside the car and open the door like it's the Met Gala. Another aide says Crockett's obsessed with being the Black Sydney Sweeney. Quote, she's focused almost exclusively on being an influencer, not a member of Congress. Crockett's all diva, no wow. And Crockett might talk a big DEI game, but if you're black, you're the first to get the pink slip. Quote, I don't want to hear Jasmine Crockett talk about helping black women when she just fired one for no reason.
So get that, all diva, no wow. And she's firing black women while preaching DEI. And this is like the hypocrisy is breathtaking. But nothing tops her committee meltdown. When challenged on basic facts, Crockett exploded into personal attacks about bleach blonde, bad built butch body or crazy talk that she was having. And she completely lost control after that. Take a look.
Have you ever heard them say if, since we've been sitting here for I don't know how long? Because honestly, if they would continue to say if or Hunter and we were playing a drinking game, I would be drunk by now.
Ms. Crockett.
I'm just curious, just to better understand your ruling. If someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body, that would not be engaging in personalities, correct?
A what now?
Chairman, and it also sounds like you have to know something about math. My colleague brought that up as well. It sounds like you need to be at least somewhat decent at counting to be with IRS. Yes?
Yes.
You'd agree? Okay.
I agree.
Because right now what they're doing is they're peddling Russian lies. Basically, the Republicans have become synonymous for Russians at this point.
Well, you should ask Ro Khan about my credibility.
I haven't asked you a question. Okay?
You are?
When I haven't. So when I ask you a question, that's when you answer. Otherwise, I'm talking. So.
Excuse me?
With my time, because it's my time.
Is that a question?
It's not a question.
Okay.
You'll know when I ask you a question, I promise. I'm trying to get clarification.
Look at, calm down. Calm down.
No, because this is what y'all do.
the proceeding.
So I'm trying to get
Miss
clarification.
Crockett, you're not
Y'all wanna
recognized.
play
Miss
games.
I can't hear
Crockett.
you with your
And
yelling.
You don't want
calm
me to
down.
Be,
Can
no,
you please calm down?
Don't tell me to calm down.
Calm down.
Because y'all talk
Please calm
noise,
down.
and then you
You're
can't
out of
take
control.
Because if I
Look,
come,
Chairman,
if I
can
come
we
and
send her
talk
outside to
shit
take a
about
break
her,
5
y'all
minutes?
gonna have a problem.
I want it to settle in for a little bit and really think about how she's acting on television. This is a United States Congresswoman, and this is what Democrats offer America. A literal whatever that was. And it's crazy we can't even directly quote her due to foul language. I mean, we're running a family show here, folks. Like, half the things she said we don't even want to put on here. And the pattern is clear. Crockett cares about Instagram followers, not constituents. She cares more about luxury cars than she does about legislation. She cares more about being famous and not about being effective. Her staff finally had enough and exposed the truth. I'll give you a preview to how she handled that. It's going to be awesome. Multiple sources confirm she demands staffers drive her 2 blocks away in an Escalade or a similar luxury SUV. The staffer must stand outside and open her door like she's royalty. She rents a new luxury car every week in D.C. instead of using normal vehicles. That's taxpayer money at its finest. She screams at staff. She treats them like personal servants. She works from home while collecting a congressional salary. She focuses on being an influencer while their district suffers. And most damning, she just fired a black female staffer without cause while constantly preaching about supporting black women. And the hypocrisy is staggering. So if you got value from this report, tap subscribe. My final thought is next. And this is what the Democrats' party future is. It's a screaming, entitled, luxury-demanding fraud who fires black women while preaching diversity. Jasmine Crockett isn't a congresswoman. She's a cautionary tale. What real leaders like Trump end wars and restore order, she's laying on her couch planning her next Instagram post. Her staff revolt isn't just about one terrible boss. It's about an entire party that promotes style over substance, victimhood over values, and social media over service. Every Escalade ride, every screaming fit, every hypocritical firing exposes what Democrats really offer. Empty rhetoric from empty souls. I almost said a bad word. They elevate the worst among them because excellence threatens their narrative. Merit terrifies them. Truth destroys them. And now their own staff is providing all three. The implosion is beautiful to watch. So my question is, should Crockett resign immediately or wait until more staff expose her? So drop your answer in the comments below and show your values at shop.nextnewsnetwork.com and sport that gear.